What's up, everybody? It's Zach the Celtics guy here. I'm back with another video. I know I haven't posted that much lately. I've just been busy with my own personal life, and I've also been trying to kind of take a break from a lot of stuff going on with the political atmosphere, because it's just been giving me a fucking headache. A lot of shit going on between. There's a lot of shit going on that, like, Trump has done that I vehemently, heavily disagree with. There's a lot of things Biden's doing that I don't agree with. The left and the right's doing that I don't agree with, and it's just a big clusterfuck. And I really didn't have that much of an interest even discussing this, but I figure that with the amount of time that I do have to get on this channel and actually talk about something, I figure that I'd get on here and discuss a few things that have been, going on lately, because I talk about just about everything on this channel, whether it's world affairs, politics, how I feel about other YouTubers, and so on. I mean, everybody knows, but everyone who is familiar with this channel knows that. But I've been just kind of trying to back away from like the political climate, because it basically just irritates me with how fucking stupid people are, and I figured that I kind of just give myself a little bit of a break from it. So I've kind of taken a bit of a break from Facebook. I've severely limited my time on Facebook. I don't even really check Google anymore, because I just get nothing but constant pop-ups of the same stupid nonsense over and over again about Trump and Biden and fucking COVID, and I'm just sick and tired of it all. So I just use Google for my own personal research, or just for whatever, or just use Facebook for Messenger, and that's it, because I'm just tired of all the bullshit. And I got my own stuff going on, and all it's going to do is it's just going to irritate me, and it's just going to piss me off in the end. So I figured that I'd do that for my own sake. So before I go on my walk today, I figured I'd discuss the shit going on with regards to the riots that took place not too long ago in the U.S. Capitol, Washington, D.C. I think, now see, here's the thing. I'm going to point this out, and this is my unbiased opinion, and I'm just going to say this, and look, I've had a few friends that have actually defended the fucking rioters, because some of them, and I'm not going to name names, but some of them are like so far to the right now that they actually side with the fucking rioters that were rioting over the fact that Biden was getting in. Now here's the thing. I'm not a fan of Biden. I don't fucking like Biden. I didn't vote for Biden. I don't want either Trump or Biden in the White House. I don't. I don't like Trump for obvious reasons. Alright? I think he's a loudmouth. I think he's an idiot. I think he can't keep his mouth shut. He's also a warmonger. Okay? Yeah, he's done some good things, like he's made peace in the Middle East with some countries, between them and Israel and a few other places. He's done some things. But for the most part, Donald Trump just, no. He was not a good leader for this country whatsoever, overall, on most issues. Okay? That's my opinion. I don't have any issues. If you like Trump, that's fine. I will not. I have many friends on this website, several fans that like Trump, and that's totally fine. That doesn't pertain to you. That just pertains to my own opinion of Trump. But I also don't like Biden, because Biden is a neoliberal corporatist and a warmonger, and he's creepy and he's weird, and I don't like him either. So I'm the type of a person that doesn't have to like Trump, but I can also tell Biden to go fuck himself, and I'm also not going to vote for him either. I didn't vote for either one of them. I didn't even bother fucking voting this year, because I don't give a shit. Because I wasn't going to be happy no matter who got in office. It wouldn't matter who got into office. And that's one of the reasons why I've taken a break from Facebook and from Google. Because I'm sick and tired of the people bitching over and over again about Biden, and I'm also sick and tired of the people that are bitching and moaning about Trump. Okay? It doesn't matter. If Trump got reelected, life goes on. Life would go on. Biden got in, life's gonna go on. Okay? I'm not happy about the fact that Biden's in office. No, I'm not. The fact that he's actually getting inaugurated tomorrow and Trump's leaving office tomorrow. I'm not happy about that either. I'm not happy with either one of them in office. I don't think either one of them should be in office. I don't want Trump in office because I think he's completely unethical, puts his foot in his mouth every single time he speaks, and he's also a warmonger. He's insane, and he does not have any leadership skills, and he should be nowhere near the levers of power. I don't like Biden because, one, he's too fucking old, he's got dementia, he can't formulate a proper sentence, and he's a neoliberal and a warmonger, and he's not fit for office either. He's too fucking old. It's as simple as that. He's too fucking goddamn old, and I don't want to sound ageist, but he's just too damn old. Okay? And look, I'm not against older people being in office, no. What I'm against is people like him who can't even formulate a proper sentence. That's not to say Trump can't form a proper sentence either, because Trump uses stupid words like bigly and all these other fucking stupid $5 words that he pulls out of his ass thinking he's so fucking smart. No, I don't either, okay? So no, I don't like Trump either, and I don't like Biden. So, if anyone wants to say that I'm a Democrat or whatever, or I'm like a far leftist because I don't like Trump, then get the fuck out of here. The same thing goes for people that are going to say, oh, well, you're a right-winger because you don't like Biden. You should have voted for Biden. That's a vote for Trump. Well, then you're just as fucking stupid as that. Get the fuck out of my face. I'm as unbiased as it gets. I don't like either one of them, and I have the right to not like either one of them. And I don't like them for my own reasons. If you voted for Biden, that's fine. If you voted for Trump, that's fine. If you voted third party, that's fine. I just don't want to get into political debates with anybody because it just wears me the fuck out. So, respect the fact that I don't like either one of them. That goes for Democrats and Republicans, liberals and conservatives. I am mostly on the side of liberals because I consider myself to be center-left. I am neither left or right, but I lean a little bit more leftward than I do otherwise. I've long considered myself this, and I've said this 1,000 times. I'm center-left. I find to myself to be 49% conservative and 51% liberal. I'm liberal on, I believe in universal health care. I believe in universal education. I believe in a living wage. I believe in, basically just a system where, just everyone's equal. People have, decent health care, decent education, and just, decent stuff like that. So I'm for all that. What I'm conservative on is I'm pro-capital punishment. I think the worst criminals do not deserve to live. Like mass murderers, terrorists, those people don't deserve to fucking live. That's why I'm also against bleeding heart fucking liberals who think that even if someone goes into a school and massacres 20 children, that they deserve to live, and think that that's cruel and inhumane, that they get the death penalty. Get the fuck out of here. I also don't think criminals should get slaps on the wrist either. I'm also pro-Second Amendment, of course. I also believe that there should be, checks and balances on guns, obviously, but that's a whole nother story. And I don't want to get into anything with anybody. I have my own opinions. I lean slightly more leftward than I do otherwise. And I'm conservative on a number of things, but I'm mostly liberal. It's just like that. That's all. So, with that being said, I just want to point this out. I don't care, okay? It's not going to matter, okay? Because everyone is just so divided. Everything is just, Biden is not this fucking shining star or this, that, and the other thing. He's not this shining star that is so fucking great just because Trump bad. Yeah, no, that's not to say that Trump isn't bad, because on a number of things he is. On a number of things he is. I can't stand him for the most part. I can't even stand him speaking half the time. But not every person who voted for him is a racist and a sexist and a fucking whatever word that the far left wants to throw at people. Just like not all Biden voters are these liberal, pink-haired, whoever. Because a lot of people that voted for Biden are mostly boomers, basically. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Okay? So that's the reason, okay? And like, out of all the people that they could have went with, they had to pick fucking Biden. You picked them Democrats, and now you're stuck with them. So if Biden fucks things up with everything going on with COVID and all that, I don't want to fucking hear it. So like, if Biden puts restrictions that are so fucking ridiculous that it screws up the economy, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. And then if that fucking bitch Kamala Harris gets in, then we're really fucked. Okay? And now let's be honest with ourselves here. The only reason why people are like, oh, they're gloating about Kamala Harris is because they wanted the first woman to be in the office. They wanted the first person of color in office and blah, blah, blah. And that's not to say, and now look, a lot of people would look at me and say that, oh, you're a racist for saying that or whatever. No, I'm not. I'm not saying that because Kamala Harris is a woman of color. Okay, if you wanted to go with a woman of color, I did support a woman of color. You know who? Tulsi Gabbard, who was one of the best Democratic representatives out there. Okay, so there you have it. If you wanted to go with someone who had consistent principles, you should have went with her. That's who you should have went with. You should have went with Kamala Harris. No, not Kamala Harris. Oh my God. You should have went with Tulsi Gabbard. No, I take that back. You should not go with Kamala. Oh my God, I'm like Joe Biden right now. You should go with Kamala Harris. I mean Tulsi Gabbard. See, okay, sometimes I have slip-ups in my words, but Joe Biden has it every 2 seconds. I'm so sorry I did that. I did not mean to do that. Anyway, we're moving on with this fucking video. So, how do I feel about the issue of the rioters? The biggest point of this whole thing. Here's how I feel. I feel that the people that rioted over Biden are fucking idiots. And they rioted, and they're basically domestic terrorists. Now, if you didn't like the fact that Biden got in, I understand. Because I'm not exactly happy either. Okay? Because he's a status quo, he's a wishy-washy neoliberal, he's a war criminal, he's all this fucking shit. He wants to increase military spending, he wants military intervention in South America, and, Venezuela and all these other places that the U.S. has fucked around with over the years. He wants to continue that shit. He wants to continue a lot of the same warmongering policies that Donald Trump had. So, Biden and the Republicans agree on those things. So that's why I'm not happy that Biden is in, because Biden is not a non-interventionist. He is a neoliberal, meaning that he wants to interfere. He says that he's a liberal and a Democrat, but he's not actually liberal. Just because he has a D at the end of his name doesn't mean he's a fucking liberal. Okay? He's not he's a neoliberal, he's like a moderate Republican through and through. Kind of like Obama. Okay, kind of like Obama. Obama got elected because people were sick and tired of Bush's warmongering, 8 years of him fucking up the damn country and fucking up the global economy, so they went with Obama. Obama proved to be kind of a dud, but he probably wasn't going to get in, and then Ron Paul was getting in there, and then Mitt Romney was chosen as their Republican nominee, and blah, 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 blah. And then Mitt Romney was also acting like a warmonger, acting like we should interfere in Venezuela, Cuba, Venezuela's a security threat, and and all this other stupid shit. So Obama got reelected because people were sick and tired of, we're also sick and tired of the war rhetoric that Mitt Romney was using. Then Obama got reelected. Then people were sick and tired of Obama's, persecuting whistleblowers, trying to go after Julian Assange and Edward Snowden, and then the NSA spying. He increased drone strikes. Obama acted like he was an anti-war president, but he increased warmongering, and he also did a lot of warmongering things as well. So then people were sick of that, and then Trump got out there thinking, Trump's going to end the wars and end this and that, which, by the way, he didn't do. So I think a lot of people did that. Hillary Clinton was shitty. She ran a shitty campaign. She was also a neoliberal and a warmonger, just like Joe Biden through and through. Trump got in, and then Trump acted like a warmonger. He bombed Syria not once but twice, and then he just continued a lot of warmongering policies. He basically He wanted to militarily interfere in Venezuela. He wanted to overthrow Nicolas Maduro. He wanted to put in Juan Guaido, this right-wing coup-monger puppet dictator that the U.S. and all the Republicans, the establishment Republicans and the establishment Democrats were backing, and basically wanted interference in Venezuela's affairs. And then, what did Trump do? Trump also did basically just a lot of warmongering things. Okay, yeah, he did a lot of things like peace deals between, Israel and the United Arab Emirates and Bahrain and I forget what the other country was, Sudan or whatever. Yeah, those things were good. Those were some good things that Trump did. I actually agreed with. So, I think a lot of people were sick of that. Then people got sick of that. So then they went with Biden. Then the Democrats chose Biden. They didn't go with Bernie Sanders. They didn't go with that. And like, that's the thing, because I actually heavily supported Bernie Sanders for a number of years. But because Bernie Sanders kind of continued, he was also wishy-washy with the Democrats. He ended up just siding with the Democrats. He shilled and he endorsed Hillary Clinton instead of just not supporting either. He did the same thing with Joe Biden, which is a disappointment, and which is also why I don't really support Bernie Sanders anymore, because he has also proven to be a dud. So, if the Democrats want to get shit together, you either need to stop the warmongering and stop the corporatism and stop the military intervention, stop increasing military spending, and go with things that the Democrats actually are in favor, like actual liberal policies, like universal health care, universal education, and paid vacation time by law. Progressive things that the rest of the world has. Okay, the U.S. is the only modern country without universal health care. That is fucking bullshit. And some people say, oh, well, the U.S. can't afford it, blah, 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 blah. Okay, yeah, but we can afford bombing the shit out of dozens of other countries and increase military spending. We could decrease military spending by 60% and put it towards universal education and healthcare like the Nordic countries do, and we would still have the largest military in the world by far. So don't give me this fucking bullshit that, oh, who's gonna pay for it? We can't afford healthcare, education, and blah 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 blah. Cut military spending, and even if you cut it by a lot, we would still have the largest military by far. We should still have a strong military. Every country should. But the military should only be used as a last resort. We don't do that. Okay, Bush killed a minimum 200,000 people in a war based on a fucking lie that Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction. And then Obama wanted to do the same thing with Bashar al-Assad in Syria, that he had chemical weapons. And then what? And then Trump did the same thing with Syria again, because the neocons wanted Trump to do that. Trump actually, he said he wasn't for military intervention, which I thought was a lie, because obviously he was. He's also a warmonger through and through. So, that pretty much sums up my issue on what's going on with the world today. Okay? Now, I'm not in the same boat as the people that want to act like the fucking system was rigged and Biden cheated, he did this and that. Okay, I don't necessarily agree with that, but I don't know if Biden really fucking cheated, okay? I do think there is a lot of fabrication. I don't believe Biden got as many votes as people say he did. I think the media is hyping up the amount of votes that Biden got, just like the media fucking hypes up everything else. So that's my whole issue on the whole entire thing. I don't think it's rigged I don't fucking know. I don't know what it is. It doesn't really matter at this point. All I know is that, yeah, I think the amount of votes that Biden got is extremely, extremely exaggerated, just like the media exaggerates everything else. You're meaning to fucking tell me that guy got more votes than Obama did in 2008. Get the fuck out of here with this bullshit. So no, I don't believe in that either. I wouldn't have been happy if Trump got reelected, and I wouldn't have been happy that Biden got in. So it really doesn't matter to me. Now, I think the issue with the rioters, I think they're fucking idiots. No different than how, far left groups like how Antifa acted, and also Black Lives Matter got out of hand as well. Yes, that's a fact. Okay? I support in principle what Black Lives Matter stands for, because yes, black people are disproportionately targeted by white cops in this country, especially in the South. That's a fucking fact, people. That is a fact. But I do think that some of the things like the defund the police thing is ridiculous. It's completely ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And Black Lives Matter has also started chaos and violence and shit like that. Antifa, they did the same thing. The Republicans went out and bitched about those people. And rightfully so, because yeah, we should call them out, but people on the left should call them out too. So now, you got these people on the right, Trump supporters, not all Trump supporters, but a select few Trump supporters that went to the Capitol and started all this shit. You all are no fucking different than Antifa, Black Lives Matter, and all these other criminal groups that went out and started violence. You're no different than each other. You all can go eat each other. You all can go fuck yourselves at the end of the day, because I don't want to be associated with either one of you. If you start violence for a political cause, whether it is on the left or on the right, you're a fucking idiot. And if you use violence in a public place, you deserve to be fucking prosecuted and indicted and punished to the fullest extent of the law. And I honestly hope that that's what happens to all these fucking punks in the Capitol. So go fucking fuck yourselves and honestly just get fucked. Really. For fucking real. You're all no different. You got whiny crybaby bitches on the far left, just like you got whiny crybaby bitches on the far right. You're no different than each other, and you can all go fuck yourselves. I'm not happy about the fact that Biden got in. I think a lot of the voting and shit is heavily exaggerated. I understand that. But at the end of the day, life is going to go on. Whether Biden is in or Trump is in, people, life is going to go on. Get over it. Put the politics aside and get a life and live your life and do whatever. If shit gets monumentally fucked up, then let's talk about it. Let's do things. Let's peacefully protest. Let's do all of those things. And we'll do that. We don't have to, just don't do violence. That's my message to everybody out there. As someone who is center left, half liberal, half conservative, this is my message. Don't use violence, no matter what side you're on. The only time you should ever use violence is self-defense, and that's the end of it. If you're looting and damaging property and assaulting other people, whether you're on the left or you're on the right, you're a fucking idiot and you deserve to be arrested and prosecuted. So that's my message. Don't do violence because you become just like the other side. It's as simple as that. The right wing is now using violence, just like the left did. You're all just a bunch of fuck-ups. Fuck every single one of you. Fuck all of you. Fucking bitches. Anyway, alright, well, I'm going to wrap it up here. I'm going to go on my routine of exercise. I didn't intend for this video to be as long as it did, but I wanted to get all my thoughts out there about all the political stuff out there, my opinions, my thoughts, my this and that, in the best way that I possibly could. So, anyway, thank you all for listening, and, oh God, my mouth is so dry. I've basically been talking 20 minutes straight without getting a drink. So, anyway, I'm going to wrap this up for now. Thank you all for listening. Comment, let me know what you think. And if you want to see more videos, subscribe and let me know in the comments what you think. You have any suggestions, leave your suggestions below, and I'll be uploading more content soon. I know I haven't uploaded that much lately. I've just been busy with other stuff, and I've just been trying to take a break from this kind of stuff. So, I'll try to be back more soon. And I hope everyone's doing well out there. I hope everyone's staying safe during all this. And I also think that both sides of how they've handled the COVID pandemic in this country has been abysmal. And I've said that too. Republicans want to think it's a hoax, which it's not. And then the other side wants to politicize it to own the other side. You're all fucked up. Every single one of you. Anyway, so all of you politicians out there and all y'all whatever, go fuck yourselves. You're all just as bad as each other. And at the end of the day, I'm not going to support either one of you. None of you are getting my vote. Simple as that. Anyway, this is Zach the Celtics guy. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back with more soon. Stay safe, be safe, have a nice day or night, and I'll be back with more soon. Bye for now. Peace out, and later.